Hello everybody, welcome to the video. Today is episode 11 of our Zero2Hero series, where we take this little tiny baby account right here and we take it to the tippy top of arena, RTA, guild content, whatever it is, wherever it is, we're going to conquer it. But first, we have to start from zero, hence the name, Zero2Hero. And, we've been doing exactly that. I mean, we don't quite got a name for ourselves here on this account, but we're on our way. Because we've done a lot since the last video. I mean, in terms of getting our Rift team done, which once we get our Rift team done, a lot of our units, a lot of our things, everything that we're going to do is going to be just a little bit easier. So unlocking, god dang it, man. Unlocking Rift Raid is going to be a pretty big deal for us. And again, it's just going to make, in general, a lot of things easier, right? And the good thing about Rift Raid is it's just one place you gotta farm for grindstones. So you'll get grindstones for everything. So we could just sit in this one dungeon and farm forever and accumulate grindstones. So when we do aim for our next big thing, we're gonna be able to beat it very, very easily. But on top of that, we did start the Zero2Hero Arena series, which I got the defense team done. I'm still thinking about what I want to do for the arena offense team. I mean, I've been doing my arena offenses, my fights, but what I want to do is I want to wait till we get access to grindstones before we make our arena offense team, and maybe get our hands on a couple more units. Which, oh my gosh, dude, there's so much that I need to show you guys. It's insane. First things first, I want to show you guys something. So, been playing enough times and got the transmog stones to get the Mystic Tribe Pierrette. Dude, this skin looks so good, bro. This looks so good. Hold up, where's the, I need to see something. Dude, man, she looks good. I'm sorry, I love that skin so much, dude. I want to get all the tribal skins. But, got that, so we're gonna definitely probably use, like, Clara or whatever. But, let's not waste time. What we're gonna do is we're gonna go over what I've done in the last few days, and then maybe we could summon some scrolls. I mean, we got a couple scrolls here. So, Rift Raid. We've gotten a lot done. I mean, 9 days ago we made our last video and we got Team Numero 1 done. But in 9 days, I most certainly did not just sit around. I mean, I was getting units built, right? So, let me show you something. Let's go to Rift Raid. So in the last video, I already showed you Team Number 1. They're built. They're as good as they probably can be for now. Any further attempts to improve them would kind of be not wasting time, but it's just like, it's probably better to aim for the grindstones first. When you think about like what you're doing in the game, you got to think about what gives you the biggest, reward out of it, right? Rather than just doing anything. Because it's like, yeah, I could continue to farm more for one specific unit. Like I could further improve on Shimate or a Kamamir or whatever. But it's just like, how much big of a boost would that be compared to doing other things, right? So I'm just trying to hurry up and get other units built, ready, and done, and make sure that they're acceptable. So when we finally do challenge Rift Raid level 5, we just go in and dominate. But since the last video, I've gotten quite a few units built. Some are still works in progress, but for the most part, they're built. Some of them need more grinds, or not grinds, but gems, so I could roll their runes. Some of them need, leveling up, clearly, as you can see. Some of them still need runes. Some of them need artifacts. It's just a ton of farming to get done, but farming, it's gonna take a little bit of time. So we probably won't see a Rift Raid level 5 video till maybe either next week or later on in this week. But again, we'll see. So starting with Team 2, I think everyone here is runed. Obviously the twins are pretty much on the same runes that they've been on. I just switched out their artifacts for like this. So co-op attack damage plus 2% and crit damage as enemy has more HP, max 20%. Most important things. This one, I mean, as you can see, skill 2 accuracy, crit damage as enemy has more HP, and then as they have less HP, really nice. This one I believe is, okay, so this one's different. Damage dealt on fire plus 4%, attack and defense up effects plus 15%, and then crit damage as the enemy has less HP, max 19%. Skill 1 accuracy, skill 2 crit damage, own turn, 1 target, crit damage plus 5%, Crit damage the enemy has more HP. Pretty good artifacts on them, but again, they're on the same runes as they were prior. Nangrim. So he's alright. He's alright. He could be better, but he's alright for now. Again, with grinds, he'd look better. With more runes, he'd look better. I mean, this is not the best rune he could have on him. His runes could definitely look way better if I were to actually spend a long time farming. But I want to hurry up and get these out and get into Rift Raid level 5. Once we get there, then I could take my time. That's probably when we'll have like a intermission and just kind of chill for a little bit farming on this account. But here are his runes. I mean, not the craziest, but not the worst either. So, good amount of attack, not a good amount of crit damage. I mean, he could have better crit damage. Good crit rate. He's going to hit hard regardless. I've made a video on this guy before. But here are his artifacts. Damage taken from dark, minus 11%. Damage taken from wind, minus 6. Crit damage as enemy has more HP, max 14%. And then own turn, one target crit damage, plus 4%. This one, first attack crit damage, plus 5%. Skill 2, accuracy, which is going to be important, plus 9. Crit damage is more or less, max 19, max 9. Or not 19, 18. Skill 2, accuracy is going to be important because of disturb HP recovery and branding. Branding is going to be really important. And then he also has ignore defense on his passive, kind of. There's rules and being put in the way, but the percentage chance of him doing an ignore defense attack is based off of harmful effects, which we're going to have tons of, so you could assume that he's going to do a lot of damage. But Shannon, she's kind of been built. She might need new artifacts. No, actually, she doesn't. So skill 2, accuracy here is all I care about. Attack and defense up effect is okay, I suppose. I mean, you're going to get the defense effect for her. Crit damage taken, which is really nice. She's still on the same stuff I believe she was before, but there's really no need to switch around what's not broken. I mean, she doesn't need to be the fastest. She just needs to tank, which she's going to be able to do. She's pretty accurate. I'm happy with her. The two units that we haven't built until now were Lulu and I can't remember his name, is Amarna. So let's take a look at Lulu first, and then we'll take a look at Amarna because we need to explain Amarna. So Lulu, pretty simple. He's going to be healer, cleanser. He needs to be relatively fast, I suppose. Like 103 speed, I feel like is fair enough. I mean, he heals on everything, so it should make our team kind of safe. He has his cleanse. He has also immunity here. Skill 3 recovery, skill 2 recovery, really cool. Speed up effect is whatever. Crit damage taken, minus 6%, cool. This one doesn't really matter. The attack and defense up effect is all I really care about. I mean, the only thing you could really expect out of this artifact, I suppose, is reducing damage coming in, which is just like, I just decided to throw on the artifact just for whatever sake, you know? But attack and defense up effect, and then damage taken from water is whatever. Amarna, though, on the other hand, let's explain what Amarna does, kind of. So skill 1 decreases defense and then disturbs HP recovery, which is really nice. A defense break on skill 1 is really, really good. Skill 2 attacks enemy 3 times with each having a chance to place a branding effect. So another branding, which is nice. And then as the enemy's HP decreases, his damage increases. So cool, I suppose. But his big thing, the reason I even brought him was 1, because of his leader skill, but 2, because of his third skill, where he cleanses all allies and recovers their HP by 30% of his max HP. You can see he has 27,000 HP. Could have had more, but I need to finish him off. So, yeah. That, and he needs grinds. I believe this one, where is it? No, I mean, there's no real need to grind that out. Yeah, I believe he's pretty much good as is. So, he's going to be healing them by 30% of his max HP. He revives all dead allies with 30% HP if there are any defeated allies, which is going to be good. And their skill cooldown time will be increased, but that doesn't matter because everyone on our team, they can just go with skill 1. So this team is pretty much ready. I believe for him what I wanted was accuracy on skill 2 or third skill healing or something like that. So this one, he just reduces damage received as well as dealing increased damage, additional damage based off of his stats. I don't need him to be fast. I don't need him to be super tanky, which he's not. Skill 1 accuracy, which is cool. Skill 2 accuracy, which is cool. Crit damage taken, minus 3%. And additional damage based off of defense. He's built. He's good for now, right? Third team. Hua-He has been built for a while now. I use her in the Fire Beast. She's okay as she is. I mean, she's on speed, crit damage, attack. So she's moderately fast. Moderately fast enough for where I am. She needs a new artifact here, but this one works. Skill 1 accuracy is good. Crit damage as enemy has more HP is good. Additional damage by attack and HP. This one needs to be changed around, but I pretty much want additional damage or crit damage or something here. Like I said, here are her artifacts. So she's looking good. She's prime. She's ready. She could use more skill ups, but it is what it is. She has glancing on skill 1, I believe. Yeah. So glancing works. And then she has defense break skill 3. The water homunculus, pretty good damage wise. He's there for just straight damage, right? So he needs new artifacts, but maybe I'll throw on accuracy or crit damage based off enemies' max HP. I just need to do more artifact farming. Same thing with Naomi, but Naomi works. I mean, she has high attack, high crit damage. Cool. Ravidi. I think he needs more. Yeah, so he's on speed, HP. I could probably get him on defense here, but fast, tanky is what you want him. You want him on a ton of defense. I need to get more Hargs on his skill ups because you want this skill 3 as often as possible. So he cleanses on skill 3, grants immunity on allies with no harmful effects, and then creates a shield proportionate to his defense. So it'll protect the whole team, which this is going to be really good, especially for that, for the mid part of the fight when the boss leaps into the air and slams down on the ground. When the boss does that, I mean, you're going to have a shield that you're not going to take any damage, plus the immunity is going to prevent you from taking any harmful effects. Just in case, though, we do have Colleen here to heal. Again, not the craziest build, but she works. So she needs artifacts as well. I prefer skill 1 accuracy to decrease attack power. I don't really care about skill 2. And then healing. The only unit who's not rune is Briand, which I gave him this so far. He, just like Amarin, or Amari, whatever, the light Anubis, Amarna, needs to have tons of HP for his skill 3, I believe. It's skill 2, where he heals allies by 10% of his max HP. So he needs to have tons of HP. I might just throw him on triple energy, just like Amarna. But yeah, I mean, for the most part, we're pretty much almost done. So for the next few days, I'm going to continue farming giants, get all the runes he needs. Once I do that, farm some more artifacts. Once everyone has the artifacts they need, I'll see who needs gems. If there's no one who needs gems, then we're gonna make a video after we do all that, and then we'll see if we can beat Rift Raid level 5. Really excited because it's important that we beat Rift Raid level 5, but that's pretty much what we've gotten done so far. So let's not waste any time. Let's summon. But I will say the last few days on this game has felt like a haze, right? It doesn't feel like much has happened the last few days, to be honest. Let me lower that volume. But it's just like the events right now are just boring. I can't believe that Big 8th event was that stupid thing. I mean, cool, Chakram Dancer. I can't believe it, man. It's such a stupid event. Event number 8. It's so boring. LD. Come on. Give me something. Well, what, because I insult you for a bad event, you're not going to give me nothing? Jesus Christ. Get a hold of yourself. I'm joking. Yeah, it's such a ridiculous event. Gosh, like, I'm already most of the way through it. And I mean, to be fair, I have been farming a bit, but 15,000 energy. But it's just like, the rewards are awful. And I want to address a specific comment I got on that video just before we continue. So someone was talking about how like we hate runes or whatever, Let me show you something actually. What was it? It's every 500 energy I use. I'll be right back. Okay, I had to go farm a bit. I had to go farm a little bit, but here we're gonna purchase some of these runes. Okay, so somebody made a comment that it was like, oh, everyone just hates runes for some reason. Trust me, I don't hate runes. But one, it's like some of us farm so much that it doesn't matter that if we're getting runes from an event unless we can choose the runes, right? Unless we can sit there and craft the runes. Otherwise, it's just like when you give us a rune pick ticket that's completely random, it doesn't matter because it's like the amount of good runes that you're going to get from any of these, it's by chance. It's like you can get absolutely jack shit. So here, we're going to do this. One, who's to say that I got any of the runes I needed? What if I needed a violent speed rune or anything like that? But look at this, self-selected. I have a pretty basic thing. So one rune sold. Let's take a look at the other runes. So this is an HP with crit rate, crit damage, attack. I'm not using this. I could re-roll it. I could. I'm not going to. This, it's not usable for me. This can be used. This could, I suppose in some circumstances, this could be used. This could be used if I switch around the crit rate of speed, I suppose. Again, it's dependent, but we'll keep it for now. If I were to switch, around either the HP, it's one of them with crit damage, then it's possible to use it. But again, it's not the best rune out there. This one, I could re-roll it, but so we have half of the runes are usable, and all of them are 1s and 3s, slot 1 runes and slot 3 runes. Dude, so if this is like the best reward that this game has to offer for a big 8 event, it's not even a thing of the rewards. It's just like, this is number 8 of the 10th anniversary events. This isn't even considered like a normal event. This is like a side event. It's just, with the amount of runes I'm going to be farming in one day, you would not be able to tell the difference between those runes and the runes that I'm farming. That's all I'm saying. So, I don't hate runes. I just hate basic runes. I just hate that the best reward is runes. The best reward shouldn't be runes. It should be Devilmons or Reaps or something like that. But or an LD scroll at least, right? But it's not. Your best reward is a rune. It's not even it's whatever. I'm not going to talk about it. The fact that all the rewards there are based off of RNG, and it could all be completely useless rewards. We're not going to argue about it. But yeah, for now, we're just going to do all the farming that I mentioned earlier. One last thing, speaking of summoning and RNG, finally, we've gotten a good rotation. In 3 days, we're getting this next rotation, which gives us Abigail. So, of course, I'm going to be aiming for the banner with the Polar Queen, the Fire Slayer, Wind Unicorn. Aim for that one. I'm going to summon on it and see if I can get Abigail. That's who I'm aiming for. This is what I've been saving these scam scrolls for. I mean, we have 17 here, and then this is... I'm not going to try and even count. I'm not even going to try and count. Enough. It's going to be enough, right? 20? Almost? I don't know. You guys tell me. You guys tell me. But this is kind of where we're going to end it here. We're going to get all of our farming done and all that stuff. But I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.